to see you guys again. Coach Phil's back again with another drill for our San Juan's Missions Baseball YouTube page. Today we're going to keep it very simple. We're going to go over something that's very important for a hitter of any skill level, and that is separation. Now, this is a major component of everybody's swing, no matter how old you are and what level you play at. And I think it's really important to talk about it with young hitters at a young age, and it's something that is very simple to work on. Don't need a game situation, don't need a practice situation. You can do this by yourself in your backyard, with a bat, without a bat, with baseballs, without baseballs. There's a way to work on it. I'm going to explain it to you guys. I'm going to give you a general overview. I'm going to show you guys some major leaguers taking swings and working their separation. And then I'm going to show you me testing it out and explaining to you guys a drill that you can do to work on this specific movement. We're going to learn. It's going to be fun. Let's go. All right, we got the man, the myth, and the home run king himself, Barry Bonds, here to show us how to do it. The blue circles and the blue lines represent the two pieces of separation in that they are connected, hence the blue color, right? They are two separate parts of our body, but we really want them to work together symbiotically and equal while also opposite. What I mean by that is, as this foot goes forward, we want these hands to go back at the same time. We want them to work together. We don't want hands to drift before the foot drift and vice versa. And the reason is it'll create a lot of positional issues. Separation is very, very important that we do it at the same time so that we can equally distribute our weight and the length of our bodies as we move forward, so that when we land, we're in a balanced, strong launch position. All right, let's go frame by frame here, see how Barry does it. So the hands are moving now, and he's getting into his toe tap, which is just an individual thing that Barry has done. But notice this. There's been some movement. There's been some roll. The load has started, right? But if you look at the hands and if you look at the foot, they're still very close to those circles, right? He's gathering himself in the center of his body, and as he goes forward, he's going to move away from the center of his body to maintain balance and to maintain a strong position. Let's go frame by frame here again. All right, let's stop here. So that foot is gaining some ground, and those hands have moved down and away from the starting point. So he rolls into his load, and as that foot goes forward, those hands are going to go back at the same time. Now he's in a great launch position, able to attack the baseball. And you've noticed, look where his foot has ended up versus his hands. Now, his hands seem close to that circle, right? But if you kind of can tell from just this space that he's created here, this is where his body originally was, right? He was nice and tall with that backside. The center of his body has moved forward because he is gaining ground towards the pitcher. So although it gives the appearance that the hands have not moved back so much, they have, and it's outlined by this sort of V shape here, this area of separation, this space he's created. And you can also see it in the front arm. Beforehand, both hands were very relaxed, both arms were very relaxed and towards the center of his body. And now his hands are very far away from the center axis. So Barry's ability to use his hands and his front foot at the same time, symbiotically together, have allowed him to stay balanced and to get into a strong launch position. Now all he has to do is pull the trigger. Let's see what happens. He's going to get that hip-elbow connection like we talked about last time, that nice, firm, stiff front leg. And that looks like that baseball is going over the wall. All right, guys, so here's the drill portion of this movement. Now, I call this the separation drill. Call it what you want it. We're working separation. So as Barry had a rock, kind of a preload rhythmic movement, I'm going to have the same thing here. Now, these dots and these arrows are actually going to be where I end up. So let's move ahead. Okay, time for me to rock. I'm gonna have a little rock forward. Now I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna get into that back leg. Now here I am, center of my body, right? Just as Barry gets to in his toe tap, this is my toe tap without the toe tapping. I'm gathered here in the center. Now it's time for me to separate. So the drill aspect of this movement here is that I'm going to focus on the same things that Barry is doing, but we're going to do 2 reps without a swing. We're just going to separate and land. And then in this portion of the drill, guys, I really just want you to feel
how your body feels while you're thinking about this separational movement, right? We're just thinking about taking the hands back while the foot's going forward simultaneously, like we've talked about. And I want you guys to be able to feel it before you swing the bat. This drill is as much about how we get to that position as it is how we hit the baseball. Okay, so I'll show you guys how I move from here. There goes the foot, there go the hands. Come forward, there's my launch. Pretty good, not perfect, it never is, guys. Okay, guys, so just to reiterate the drill, as we talked about with Barry, the main idea of this drill is that we want equal and opposite movements with the hands and with the front foot. We want to create that separation, but it has to happen at the same time in order to maximize our balance, so that as our body, as the center of our body moves towards that pitcher, our head can stay still, we can land in a balanced position and give ourselves a good chance to know that when we pull that trigger, we'll be in the right spot. Let's see if I hit the two requirements here. So I got the rock forward, I gather, now I'm gonna move, hands are going as the foot's going. Now my center axis is drifting, but I'm separating, so I'm balanced, my head is still. When I get the front foot strike, we're gonna go ahead and take the swing, and that's how you separate.
So that's separation, guys. I hoped that our talk about the equal and the opposite movements with the hands and with the front foot has helped you better understand how to get to a strong launch position, and I hope that it makes sense to your swing and to your mind and to your body. That's the most important part. Anytime we're working a drill, taking ideas and applying it to ourselves is the absolute most important part. So if you have more questions, if you have any comments or concerns, go ahead and drop that in the comment section below. I hope you got something out of this video today. I hope you enjoyed your time with me. This is a good drill that you can do by yourself in your backyard. That'll keep you sharp, that'll keep your body connected. So when we do get the final nod to go ahead and play some baseball, we'll be ready to go. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Had a blast, I always do, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again.